Hello, this is George from QuickTime Mechanics. How you guys doing? Well, working on a '05 Duramax LLY transmission lines on these trucks. They're a pain on the butt to get out. And as always, I will show you a trick how to get them out quicker. So the first thing is, pull your clips. The clips that go here. Quick disconnect. I mean, they're just little tiny springs. I'll show you the picture of them. I mean, video of them here in a little bit. So what I do, because literally you can spend maybe hour and a half pulling these things off. I mean, the lines are bad already. I mean, you're doing both. I recommend you to do both, even if one is just licking, because the difficulty to get them out is really bad. So what I do, I got my best friend bolt cutters right here, right? So what I do is I use my bolt cutters, put some cuts on the lines. I mean, I leave that in there, that way you can see this one is being cut already. And you pull your clips out, pull these down, and start cutting them. Two cuts there, one and one. And then in here, you got the retainer for the line. This one right here is this plastic. I mean, this thing is really bad design. It's just plastic on a diesel engine that vibrates a lot. And then you got this half-inch transmission lines. They put a lot of stress on it. I ain't seen one broke before someone else work on them. Seems like they hold up decently. But the problem is, how the frick you're gonna get this stuff out without breaking them, right? So that's why I can tell you that cutter comes out handy. So pull that nut that retains that. So I made a cut in there, cut on the top, and then you can get these two pieces of lines, right? So you can slide it back. There's one. Sometimes they don't fully break, and you can, sorry man, it's kind of hard to do this. You can twist them, especially where the plastic retainer is. It's a little hard to get them cut completely. So since those two lines on the back, they're not longer in there, I can pull this off. Already loosened this line that goes to the radiator, and the other one I cut it off already. So you see what I'm talking about with this bugger. So they always have to mess it up somehow on the signs. Let me see if I can get some better light. So that hole is on top, and to open this clamp, you have to somehow, on the inside, you have to put a tool to get her off, right? And let me show you, I'm sorry, man. So you pull this off and get it out of the pipe completely. So somehow they want you to put your tool in that thing right there to pop this open. Most of the time they always break, like this one did. So that's really hard to do. So you chop out your lines, and just pull your clips out on the radiator, and you can get them on pieces out. That speed up the process a lot. And so one of the lines come from on this hole right there, comes down. I already put one of the lines in, the new lines. They go to the cooler that comes from the transmission. From the radiator to the cooler, and then from the cooler it goes back to the tranny. And actually, I chopped all where you can see metal or even the plastic, and you can get them out in about let's see, I got in it probably what I spent the more time was pulling those metal clips out. But to cut the lines out, it probably took me between the metal clips, the quick disconnects, there are going to be 2, 4, 6 of them, and pulling that plastic retainer that I show you here a little bit ago. That took me longer than cut all the lines and get them out. So Next video is gonna be some tricks to get those lines out. I mean, sorry, to put them back in, because you could spend 4, 5, 6 hours getting them in, and by the time you finish, they're gonna be all bent. And when you're trying to put them back on the tranny or on your radiator or your transmission cooler here on the front, air to fluid. Oh, I mean, I done them before, and the first times I done them, they were a pain on the ass. So, but I mean, now that I did quite a few of them, I can show you a little bit of a trick to get them out. So, I mean, no need to save the lines if they're bad. I mean, speed up the process to get them out. Instead of spending, 2.5 hours to get the tranny lines out, they're bad. You can speed up the process and probably get them done within 40 minutes. All right, well, you guys, thank you for your time, and please subscribe. We're trying to make this channel grow up and see if we can help more people. Thank you, and like.